Israelite here. Give me 1 second to check the feed. Make sure everything is to wild. Shalom, shalom. We'll be good to go. Hey, shalom, Israel. We're the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, where we are led by the amazing General YAHANNA. Saying since 1969, we've been a home of the truth. That we're not affiliated with any other so-called Hebrew Israelite group. Saying if you're not in the truth, if you're not in the I.S.U.P.K, you are not in the truth. Saying this is the body of priests and our prophets ordained by the Most High to teach the truth about the Bible. Saying with that, I'm Officer Yabakan Ban Yahawada, and this is the Friday Lashawan Qadash class for I.S.U.P.K Houston, I.S.U.P.K Galveston, I.S.U.P.K Beaumont, and Port Arthur. And all these three to four zones, man. As far as I know, it's kind of early. You know what I'm saying? This is really, you know what I'm saying, one of those lessons, and you might not be able to join in live, just as I'm not able to teach at the time that it's, you know what I'm saying, supposed to go down, you know what I'm saying, at 7. You know, because the oppressor is the devil, the Bible speaks of, man. He's got us doing things we don't want to do when we don't want to do them in order to survive. But here, you know what I'm saying, with that being said, there very quite possibly be a live lesson for Houston and Galveston, maybe even Port Arthur and Beaumont also, but later tonight at 7, the normal time. But as for now, you know what I'm saying, we're going to get it in a little bit early, man. We're going to get into our culture. That's what the Lashawan Qadash is for, man. For Lashawan meaning tongue, Qadash meaning holy, holy tongue. You know, so this is the class where we learn how to read, write, and speak the language of our ancestors, man. Because black and brown people are the Israelites of antiquity. And in the Old Testament, we didn't speak Spanish or Patois, Creole. We didn't speak these languages. These languages were given to us by our oppressor. We spoke Hebrew. Hebrew is our native language, man. So that's what we do on Friday. We get back into our culture, learn how to read, write, and speak our native language, man. Without any further ado, we're going to get into it, man. We're going to start off class the same way we always start off class, and that's by going over the Hebrew alphabet. This chart right here, provided to us by the men above us, our founding fathers in the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I'm saying? Is the Lashawan Qadash chart. It has all 22 characters starting from I all the way to Tha. All words in Hebrew are made from combinations of these characters. These are almost like letters. You know what I'm saying? This is the alphabet. Up here is the ancient Hebrew, or the Paleo, and down here is the Assyrian. It's the same alphabet, I to Tha, but it's different characters, different symbols, because they were derived in different captivities. In the ancient, we have to be mindful when we're writing and reading in the ancient. We have to be mindful of these connectors, these little squiggly lines right here. The connectors help in pronunciation of the letter of the syllables of the word. Then the connector under one letter as it is means the pronunciation of that syllable will be alone. Under a connector under 2 letters will have the two letters combined, the syllables of the letters combined into a combined pronunciation. And down for the Assyrian, there's no connectors, but we do have to be mindful of these 5 particular characters, these letters: the ka, the ma, the na, the pa, and the tza. Because if a letter ends in these particular if a word ends in these particular letters, then we use these bottom characters instead of the top characters for these five. So let's go over it. We're gonna repeat after me, if you will. Starting with A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Cha, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Za, Kwa, Ra, Sha, and Ka. All right. So today's class is gonna be I want to say a beginning to intermediate level class. I'm saying we're not gonna do anything too strong, but as always, I do touch into things we learned in other classes just to get, you know what I'm saying, keep us sharp, keep us you know what I'm saying, learning this language as a full and able to use it. You know what I'm saying, write it down and or speak it to your brother. You know what I'm saying, it's a beautiful language, but it's not gonna be an advanced level class today. Lord willing, if Officer 5000 Tazadok teaches later tonight, you'll have an advanced class then. But today, we are going to be going over the face, or I want to say face and body parts, anatomy. Let's just call it anatomy. We're going to be going over anatomy. So what I got is some I got some words, some of our body parts and our face, our body parts on our, you know what I'm saying, on our body and characters. These are almost like letters. You know what I'm saying this is the alphabet. Up here is the ancient Hebrew or the Paleo, and down here is the Assyrian. It's the same alphabet, I to Fa, but it's different characters, different symbols because they were derived in different captivities. In the ancient, we have to be mindful when we're writing and reading in the ancient. We have to be mindful of these connectors, these little squiggly. So today's class is gonna be I want to say a beginning to intermediate level class. I'm saying we're not gonna do anything too strong, but as always, I do touch into things we learned in other classes just to get, you know what I'm saying, keep us sharp, keep us you know what I'm saying, learning this language as a full and able to use it. You know what I'm saying, write it down and or speak it to your brother. You know what I'm saying, it's a beautiful language, but it's not gonna be an advanced level class today. Lord willing, if Officer 5000 Tazadok teaches later tonight, you'll have an advanced class then. But today, we are going to be going over the face, or I want to say face and body parts, anatomy. Let's just call it anatomy. We're going to be going over anatomy. So what I got is some I got some words, some of our body parts and our face, our body parts on our, you know what I'm saying, on our body and on our face and our head. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna translate those into Hebrew, and then we have a sentence for each of them. So we're gonna get our practice on, learn some new words as they pertain to our bodies. All right. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna give us word bank. You know what I'm saying? Word bank. So for head, we got Ra'ash. Well, I'm gonna do them. I'm gonna give it to us all in a second. So I'm gonna make the word bank first. So we're gonna have head. We're gonna have what goes on our head. We're gonna have eyes, ears, and nose. Then I'm gonna give us also what goes on our head, our mouth. But I'm also gonna give us hands and feet. So not too much, you know what I'm saying? Just a basic anatomy lesson. But we're gonna be able to say all of the parts on our face. You know what I'm saying? Our eyes, nose, mouth, ears, as well as head. And then we're gonna say hands and feet. Lucky Israel, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. So now we're about to get these anatomy, these body parts in the Hebrew. So head is Ra'ash. Eyes is Ayan. Ayan Yum. We're gonna get over to. We're gonna see why is Ayan Yum momentarily. Ears. I'll just tell you. So I is Ayan, but Yum at the end of it make it eyes plural. So Ayan Yum is eyes plural. So Ayan is how you say eye. That's why I got that underlined like that. Ears is Azan. So one ear would be Azan, but ears plural, Azan Yum. Now you only got one nose, so your nose is going to be singular, and that is Apa. Apa. Mouth, you only got one mouth, and that's palm. Palm. Now you got multiple hands, so hands, one hand would be Yad, but hands plural, Yad Yum. The brothers of Hebrew Academy hear that all the time, Yad Yum. And we said at the end of class too, Yad Yum Batah, hands down. Yad Yum, feet, Regal. That's foot actually. One foot is Regal, but Regal Yum, feet. All right. So now we got to get it into Hebrew. This wouldn't be a Hebrew class if we didn't practice, because this blue is you know what I'm saying, how we say it in Hebrew, but that's still English. This is a verbalization. This is an English verbalization of Hebrew. Because you know what I'm saying, we got A's, H's, P's, Z's, I's, R's. Those are English letters. This is an English verbalization. We got to get it in our language, Hebrew, using letters from that chart we went over earlier. So now you see I'm going from right to left. That's how Hebrew is read and written, from right to left. So Ra'ash, Ra, A, Sh, Ra'ash. Let me make it a little bit smaller, so we can fit the Assyrian. And that's something that I just did. I just noticed that erasing. So that's the Ra in a paleo. The other Ra that I did was all the Assyrian. So be mindful in that. You know what I'm saying? When you start to understand and get a little bit of understanding of this language, you can't mix the Assyrian with the paleo. You got to do it all the way through, one or the other. So this is the paleo, Ra'ash. This is the Assyrian. Ra'ash. Now we have Ionium. Ion. Ionium. Ionium. We got the Paleo and the Assyrian. Ionium. And this ma in Ionium is the closed. It's the closed ma, the complete box. If the box is open at the bottom, that would be the ma in the middle of the word. So now we have Azanium. Zanyam. Zanyam. And then Apa. Just those two letters. So the pa is just like the ma. It's one of those 5 letters where it's different at the end. All right. Now let's get it over here. Mouth, hands, and feet. Mouth, palm. Oh yeah, I didn't do I know it's against them. So this is the connectors for Apa and the for nose. Apa is a connector under each letter because it's and pa. So 2 connectors. Apa. So in palm is 1 connector because pa and ma turn to 1 syllable. Palm. Yad Yum. And then Yad Yum is hands. So we got Yad Yum for hands, and then Regalium for feet. Regalium. 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 There you got it. That's the word bank for anatomy. So head, Ra'ash. So we got the Ra, the the Sha, and the same with that. Ra'ash. Eyes, Ayanyum. Yum for Ayan, which is an eye, makes it Ayan Yum. Eyes plural, Ayanyum. Ears, Azanyum. Ears are two ears plural. Azan is an ear. Azanyum are your ears. Nose, Apa. So you only got one nose. That's how you say it. Apa. You got the and the pa. Apa. This is nose down here. This is ears right here. This is eyes right here. This is head. Now we have mouth. Mouth is pum. Pa and ma, one connector, one syllable. Pum. See the ma at the end? The ma is a closed box rather than an open box. Ma is one of those 5 letters. And the when it ends. So pum, mouth, hands. You know what I'm saying? Hand is yad. Hands plural is yad yum. Yad yum, hands. Feet. 1 foot would be regal, but 2 feet would be regalium. 2 or more. Multiple feet, regalium. Head, ra'ash. Eyes, ayanyum. Ears, azanyum. Nose, apa. Mouth, pa. Hands, yadyum. Feet, regalium. Already. So now we can start getting into some sentences. We got a good 40 minutes to get into sentences. I hope I can get all of. I had a sentence for every one of these anatomy parts. I hope I can get them all. All right. So I'm gonna start off by the best ones. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, the only way to make saying something so for lack of better words, extreme, you know what I'm saying? So you got emotion behind what you're saying when you say it in Hebrew. That's why we say Tawada, thank you, or Salakia, sorry, my brother. Sometimes saying something in Hebrew means like, oh, this person really means what they're saying. That's why I'm going to give you this. For our parents out there, shut your mouth. That's how we're going to learn what we're going to learn how to say. Shut your mouth. I taught this class before, and the way I said it before was a way that you would easily forget how to say this in Hebrew. Because in Hebrew, there's multiple ways to say things. There's different ways to skin a cat. So I'm going to teach you the easiest way today, how to say shut your mouth in Hebrew. All right, so let's get it. So shut, how to say shut in Hebrew. Shut is a verb, and you're saying you're not saying shut later, or did you shut before? Did you previously shut the door earlier? You're saying shut right now. So that's how we have to conjugate the verb to shut currently close. So the word for close or shut close is sagawar. Sagawar. So to say shut as in currently shut, you have to conjugate sagawar to sawagawar. So sa wa ga war. Shut or close. Sawagawar. Now your mouth, the way I said it last time, I said asa, which means your or you, and then pum, which is mouth. But your mouth, we got to remember, we have these suffixes. These suffixes, they're for nouns as far as who possessive. You know what I'm saying? Give possessive traits to the noun. Whose mouth? My mouth? Your mouth? Their mouth? His mouth? No, your mouth. Shut your mouth. So your mouth would be pum ka. The ka is your, yum. I mean, the you or your ka. So pum ka, which would be mouth, your mouth. So that's easy to remember right there. 2 words. Sawagawar pumka. Shut your mouth. Sawagawar pumka. Damn, they're a new favorite already, right? Let's get it in the Hebrew. So now we're going to be writing this word over here and moving this way. This word first and then this word second. Moving this way because we writing in our language. So sawagawar. This is the sa. This is the wa. The ga. Another wa. And the ra. Sawagawar. And then pamka. So Wagawar Pamka in the Hebrew. That's in the ancient Hebrew. We got our connectors. Now let's get our Assyrian. I think "ka" is one of them words. Yeah, "ka" is one of them. So we're gonna go all the way down. And you got here. I'm gonna show you about this comma. This "ka." This "ka" at the end is not to be confused with the "n" at the end. So you got to make your flank at the top a little bit longer, going to the left, because the flank going short to the left makes it a "n." And then you go all the way down past the bottom of the border to make it past. You know what I'm saying? So you know it's the end of the letter, the end of the word. So there we got it. Sawagawar pamka. Shut your mouth. Oh, I got to bring light to this too. This is that open ma. that mud that's in the middle of the word, the beginning of the word. Because open right here and close right there. So wagawar pamka. Shut your mouth. All right. I'm gonna give you a second to pause for the cause and or rewind. You know what I'm saying? Be kind and rewind. Get that for your notes. I'm gonna keep the word bank up there, but I'm gonna you know what? I'm gonna erase the word bank so we can have two sentences next time. No, I kind of want to leave the word bank up there. Shalakia for being double-minded. And I'm gonna leave the word bank up there. I'm gonna do one sentence at a time. So I'm gonna go to the next sentence. All right. The next sentence might not be as good as shut your mouth, but it's gonna be. I'm gonna do the next best one. So let's see what we got. It went over my head. Yeah, that's a good one. It went over my head. No, I got a better. We'll be able to fit both of these. The next best one is open your eyes. Something that you not only want to say to a child, but you can say that to a friend or a comrade, or even the men under you. You know what I'm saying? You can say it to your red. You can say almost. You can say it as a command, and you can say it as kind of like a chastisement or correction. That's the word I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? Because with correction, there's love. I'm telling you to open your eyes. I'm telling you to watch out. You know what I'm saying? Stop lacking. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get it together because I don't want you to be lacking. I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want you to get touched. If I didn't tell you to open your eyes, then I wouldn't care if somebody bust you upside your head. So open your eyes. That's what we're going to get now. Open your eyes. So we already just by the anatomy and then how we did it before with the suffixes, we know eyes is ionium, but we already know what the anatomy is going to be. We can put those two suffixes on it. Those two suffixes will work together. A pluralization suffix and a possession suffix you can use too. Sometimes you can't use two suffixes, but in this case you can. So it would be ayanyam ka, your eyes. Your eyes. So we already got the second half of the sentence. Ayanyam ka. So all we need is open. How do we open? We got closed. Now we need open. So open is quack. Quack is how to open. Now it's gonna be a little bit different because we conjugated close. We put the one in the middle, and then that was that. Because we were talking about mouth. Shut your mouth. So we said close was sawagawar. Sagawar conjugated for currently closed, sawagawar. But that's for mouth. That's for one thing, closing one. If you're closing or opening or doing something to multiple things, then the conjugation is going to be different. You're still going to put that one in the middle, but you're going to conjugate it with a yum at the end. Now, I know this is a lot, what I'm saying about conjugations. That's for another class, but I'm just breaking it down so you know what we're doing. We're not just writing anything on the board and saying that's what it is. But I mean, if you want to learn about conjugation, verb conjugations, then you can tune into it or look up another one of the older classes, or I'll teach it again in the future. But that's how that goes. So Paquak. Paquak for eyes is Poaquacium. So Poaquacium. Pawaquacium. This and this is added to the root word. The root word is Paquak. It's changed to Pawaquacium. Open right now. Open your eyes. Open them up. Open. It's almost like a verb, a commanding verb. Open your eyes. So Poaquacium. That's how you say open for right now and something plural. Poaquacium. Your eyes. So we got Ayanyamka. Ayanyamka. 2 words. Once again, okay. 2 words once again. Pawaquacium Ayanyamka. Pawaquacia Ayanyamka. Open your eyes. You can even add on to it. Pawaquacium Ayanyamka. Open your eyes, bro. Open your eyes, brother. Pawaquacium Ayanyamka. Sis. Aqua. Open your eyes, sis. All right, so let's get it in Hebrew. This word is going to be on this side because we're going this way, we're going right to left. So Pawaquacium. Let me write these arrows. I usually write these arrows so we can know which direction for our notes. Pawaquacium. Quack. Yum. Quacium. Ayanyamka. Ayan. Yum. Ka. Ayan. Yum. Ka. We're going to get the Assyrian. We got to get the qua first. Quack. Quack. Quackium. Quackium. I gotta make one of them shorter. You gotta make sure y'all get it good for their notes. So far, we only got 2 sentences, man. I'm trying to speed it up, but I'm saying we getting a good lesson in. So most I ain't crazy. Quackium. Quack. Quakium. Ayan yum. Ka. There we go. Quakium ayanyum ka. Open your eyes. See, we got why you get this for your notes. I'm just going to explain a little bit. You got your connectors under the Assyrian, and then in the Paleo. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure this is two different words. Underline it. So you know it's two different words. Quakium ayanyamka. Both of those words end in one of the letters that are different at the end of the word. We got the closed box for Quakium, and then the extended ka at the bottom for ayanyamka. All right, probably got time for two more. The best two. Oh yeah, I gotta get it went over my head. That's a good one, right? Yeah. The best one is went over my head. Now let's do hands and feet. And then it went over my head. No, we already got, that's good. Yeah, hands and feet. Because I was gonna do a Yadium Matah, something we say every day, but we already know that one. Yadium Matah, hands down. It's a command. Matah means down. I think Marah means up. I'd have to look into it, but I think that's correct. Marah and Matah. And so hands up would be Yadium Marah. Put your dukes up. Just thinking about it, so we knowing these suffixes and then these anatomy, these anatomy parts. You know what I'm saying, you can say many things. All you gotta do is know the adjective or the verb. Do a little bit of studying on that. You know what I'm saying, my feet hurt. My feet would be regalium, yeah. My feet, regalium, feet, regalium, yeah, my feet. And then hurt. I don't know how to say hurt. I'd have to do some studying on. I'm saying, yeah, you get the picture. So now we're about to do head. It went over my head. It could be a figurative term, figure of speech, or it could be something, you know what I'm saying, literal. Something that flew over your head and went over my head. But we about to learn how to say this. So we might know this one. I'm saying it is Za. Za is how you say it. Went is a verb. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna use the basic, just not to get too intense with the lesson. You know what I'm saying? We conjugated some verbs already, just to get you an idea of you know what I'm saying, the prefixes and the suffixes and the conjugations. But sometimes you can just get away with just using if it's present tense. Only if it's present tense, you can get away with using the verb as in its what's it called? In its natural form. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to conjugate. You don't have to modify it or alter it. You can just use the base word, the base word of the verb, and you can get away with that. So that's what we're about to do on this one. And the base word for went or to travel or to go is a rock. A rock. So it traveled. Over, you know that one, right? From the prayers, I'm saying call. All call was like you might not remember, but yeah, call is over. Over what? Now we're gonna get into our suffixes. My head. So head is Ra'ash. My head is Ra'ashia. Ra'ashia. Za'arak called Ra'ashia. It went over my head. It went over my head. Let's get it in the Hebrew. My arrows. We might have a rough night and drinking this energy drink with an empty stomach. So lucky. All right, so we're starting off with Za over here. Two letters, Za and Ha. Za. A rock. A rock. Call. Two letters, Ka and La. Call. Ra'ashia. We got it. Za, a rock. Call, Ra'ashia. Let's get it in the paleo. I mean, in Syrian, Salaki. So Za. A rock. Call. Ra'ashia. Just so we know these are what the word is. All right. So that line underneath the Syrian, that's just so you know where the words end. You don't have to write that line if your notes are a little bit tighter than mine. But in the paleo, you do have to write those connectors. Yeah, there you go. It went over my head. Za, a rock, call Ra'ashia. And low key, call Ra'ashia supposed to be hyphenated. That's how you'll see it in the text. Call Ra'ashia. When it's over something, it's hyphenated. The hyphens in Hebrew, Slaki, something just happened. Oh no, nothing happened. This is Computer tripping. My bad. But yeah, the hyphens in the Hebrew make two words closely tied to each other. So call Ra'ashia, over my head. There you go. I think we got time for one more. Yeah, one more. One more good one. This is gonna be the best of the last ones. Oh yeah, this is probably one of the best. But this one, you know what I'm saying, is gonna be hard to remember to put in your memory banks, but it's still gonna be good for your notes. All right, we're gonna do feet. And I created this this sentence, you know what I'm saying, with respect to the verse in the scriptures that talk about Christ's feet. His feet were like unto burnt brass. It says Qadak in my notes, but I'm not sure if that's, I mean, I know that means holy. Let me check something real quick. Slacky Israel. I just got these. This is an old lesson. I'm just modifying it. So you can low-key do the same thing I'm doing right now. Or you can use your Google machine for Lashawan Qadash too. How about that? So, but you gotta be careful. So in the Google, what do you call it? The bar where you type in the words, type in 2-letter lookup. And when that pops up, a lot of stuff is gonna pop up. Be careful, you know what I'm saying, doing this, because you know what I'm saying, the internet can be a dangerous place too. So, but you see something that says surely, if you're on your iPhone or your Android, surely with the little pink arrow, that's what you click on. When you click on that, it's gonna take you to another page, and you see the first link you see that says 2letterlookup.com. You click that, and then you'll see something. I'm gonna put it on the screen. I'll put my phone on the joint. That's how it's supposed to look. If you're anywhere but there, then you're on some dangerous websites which could hurt your phone. But this is the 2-letter lookup. I'm saying you can learn to use it. I'm saying you can put words in that left corner. And what I'm about to put in the left corner is brass. All right. So I found it. So brass Qadak. Right, Qadak means burnt. Okay, got you. That's not Qadash, that's Qadak. Got you. All right, see? So now we're good to go. So his feet were like burnt brass. That's what the word we're gonna do. The sentence we're gonna do. I might have to put that on a shirt in the Hebrew. All right, his feet were like burnt brass. So let's get it in for our last sentence. Hawa. That's how you say his. Hawa. Feet. We know feet, right? Regalium. Now we could take Hawa out, but we're gonna leave it because we can do all three. We can take Hawa out and just put regalium was his. Regalium wa. Regalium wa means his feet too, right? We got the suffix wa, his. So regalium wa, that's his feet. But how wa I regalium wa? That's how we gotta do. Regalium wa. Regalium wa. So his feet. Now we're gonna put like burnt brass, right? So we're like unto is gonna be pana. It's really pana. Pana is a like, to be like something. Pana, but we're gonna conjugate pana. You know what I'm saying? Or should we just, you know what I'm saying, for time's sake, do it like we did the last one? Yeah, let's do it that way. Because pana would have to be conjugated two different ways. You know what I'm saying? Current, present tense, and let's do it just for practice. So pana, right? Pa wa na yum. You got the wa and the yum. So it's currently like. His feet are currently like. Pawanayim. What are his feet like? His feet are like brass. So what's this? How do we say brass? Na-chashaf. Na-chashaf. So let me get what we got going on. His feet. We put these together because, you know what I'm saying, it works that way. We could do this alone, or we could do these together, you know what I'm saying? But it works that way. So, yeah. His feet, and then our like. And then this is brass. Nachashat, nachashawat, it's like a nachashat. Now we gotta get, you know what I'm saying, the most important part, because Christ was dark skinned. So burnt brass. Nachashat, we're gonna put the hyphen, right? Nachashat, Qadash. Not Qadash, but Qadak. Salakia, there's a difference. Qadak. Burned. There we go. Hawa'a regalium wa pawanayam. So it's like it. Hawa'a regalium wa pawanayam nakashaf Qadak. His feet are like brass burned. That's what we just said. I'm gonna write it real small in the Hebrew right here because you can see I was running out of space. But this is just for our practice, right? So let me get our arrows. The arrows are important. The verbalizations can fly going left to right. But when we write in our ancient language, so we're gonna respect the culture. The culture that so many people, so many different nations appropriated. You know what I'm saying? Chinese is written from right to left. I can't think of any other ones, but you know what I'm saying? A lot of different languages are written in from right to left because they copied off of us in our Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? What did we, you know what I'm saying? We look wise unto the other nations when we're doing the right thing. All right, so how will I think I only got time for the Paleo or Assyrian, so I'm gonna just do it in the Paleo. And I'm gonna do both. Slovakia, do both. So how will I? No, I don't have no hot thing. Wow. Yum. What? Pa. Nah. Yeah, I might only have to be able to write it in just the paleo. I'm not gonna have enough room. So yeah, these last two right here. I keep writing Qadash. Qadak. Ha wa a ragal yumka pa wa nayum na kashaf Qadak. All right. There you have it. His feet were like burnt brass. Hawa'a regalim wa pawanayim nakashaf Qadak. Nakashaf Qadak has to be hyphenated because the brass is burnt. These two words are close to each other. Let's see what the time is. We should be at the end. Yeah, right at the end. All right, man. With that, we're going to close out. Salute to the brothers. We're going to do the salute correctly. Salaki. So, men of Israel, everybody, Imadium, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give a courtesy salute to the men, then to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imadium Shabbat, Imadium, Barak, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah Barakatah, Yadim Matah. So, I was trying to face sisters. Give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imadium Shabbat.